generators today. They might not get you anything at all if you don't win. You can buy as many as you want. I don't care. They only cost 100 dino tracks, and we draw the winner tomorrow. Kind of at the end of the HOTS portion of the stream before I start playing Ark, if I start playing Ark. But that's why they're only 100. I want everybody to be able to enter. They don't guarantee you anything, though. They're a ticket. Ticket. Need to ban Artan. Oh, we already have Artanis. Ah! I hate banning. When you have to buy them starting today, I made them at the beginning of the stream, and you have until tomorrow, right before I draw them, to buy as many as you choose. Raffle ticket. There are currently 75 entries in the raffle. What's the command? There is no command. It's the dino tracks. So the channel points down in the bottom left of the chat. You just click. If you've got 100, you can buy a ticket. And you can buy as many tickets as you want. What healer am I playing for this team? Honestly, this might be Anduin again.
We will forge a great destiny.
Look at all those tickets being purchased.
The hunt.
I'm actually gonna switch to Alex Straza, I think.
I shall do what I must.
Alex Straza feels like the healer I want to play. My chat experience, your ticket experience. I'm gonna fill up my water just really quick. I'll be right back.
Ready for victory?
Okay, I'm back. I got water so I can hydrate. Nobody's gonna buy hydrates though, because they're all buying tickets. Yeah, you could buy like just one and hope. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Remaining. 5, 4.
No, whoever wins, I will DM you on Twitch. And if you're not in the stream at that time, I'll just wait. Forever, potentially. You don't have to actually be there when we do the drawing. You bought 5 rubber bands? Not today you didn't, unless you got them while I was just standing up. Oh, I see him right here. 2 minutes ago. Yeah, you got him while I stood up, my guy. We'll get to him. They literally say on them, not during a game. Well, I might not have seen them in the wall of raffle tickets. Take a fucking chill pill. We'll get to him. It was before game. Dude, can you see chat right now? It's just filled with redemptions. I missed it. I apologize. Relax about it, though. We'll get to them later. They're not going anywhere. We're doing really well here in this fight. Yeah, I kind of just see like a million raffle redemptions, which is totally fine. But, you know, I'm just kind of like tuning them all out.
Without mana.
I'll see if there's a way to make them not pop up in chat, but I don't know if there is.
Yes, victory is
Ooh, there's a Stream Raiders battle. We'll get that after this game as well.
Choose a talent.
Good heal, friend.
You want to see them in the chat? You want to know just how many tickets are being purchased, like at all times?
I must teach this fool
Same, same, same.
again.
Doing a 5 or 10 version would be a little bit harder because it's really easy just to export the list of who bought them. But then I would have to be like, oh, this is a 10.1, so add 10. Like it's just, this is the, I'm gonna back for mana before this. This is just the easiest way for me to do it
No escape for you but death, angel.
and have like an easy list to put into the virtual bucket that will draw a winner. I don't have an actual bucket. I'm not gonna write your name on actual tickets. That would be crazy. My name's Alex Straza, and this pre-7 fight is hard for me. Oh god.
Was not expecting C Smash.
Oh, true, yeah.
My foe did not expect this.
Yeah, I guess since we have Artanis as well, I can see it. Oh god, I'm dead. Because we wouldn't have Taunt and Artanis and Johanna. That would be weird. But then I guess the variant pick at all is weird. It could have been Twin Blades. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that I was expecting Twin Blade.
Good night, Thugnificent. Well, I do enjoy playing HOTS. There are very few games that I can play for 4, 5, 6, 8 hours a day, every day, and not hate life. HOTS is one of those games. Sometimes bad games get under my skin, like it happens to everybody, right? But for the most part, each HOTS game is kind of like its own little thing, and if you had one bad one, your next one's gonna be different and it'll be fine. I'm not immune to tilt, nobody is, but I feel like HOTS is pretty good for it because whatever happened the last game, all new people, all new map, all new characters, it's all gone.
without reservation.
Feels good.
I personally, and this is just a personal opinion, but I feel like it's
Oh, I'm lagging. Uh-oh.
better for your mental in that regard than League, because League you're often playing on the exact same map every single game, like you just play on Summoner's Rift. So a mistake you made or a thing that can upset you from one game can carry over to the next game because it could be the same thing. It could be the same problem over and over and over again, which can be like really upsetting. But with HOTS, if you fuck up Braxis and then you get Towers of Doom, the gameplay is so different that it kind of breaks you out of that kind of like mental, hopefully. Right, usually you have different people each game too, which helps, and they're playing different characters. We did have the other night, last night, where we had the stream snipers, and then they're playing the same game every game, so that can get kind of upsetting. But that's rare, that doesn't happen every day or anything.
Kill well in my absence.
The games are generally a lot longer than HOTS games too, yeah, so your investment, like your emotional or mental investment, feels more significant because you've just been there longer. When you're out of a HOTS game in 20 minutes versus a League game where you've been there for 45, you just might feel more upset about losing. Well, this pre-10 fight is interesting since they're actually up in XP. Why would they do this? I don't understand. Slice! I just couldn't catch you. I was above you the whole time.
I was coming up to try to like kelp, and then they just saw me and did the smart thing and killed me.
Yeah, I was trying to come here if she had just kind of... maybe she couldn't though because there's so many people. What did the snipers do? He actually was messaging me rude things, so then I blocked him. Because that's what you do when somebody's rude to you. You block. But then I kept getting him in more games, and he was like B-stepping and spraying. Which you can do their in-game mechanics, but it was more... I would have forgotten about him after I blocked him, but he just kept... I kept getting him in games, and he kept being so like present, like playing Tracer, and then just like blinking into my face and B-stepping that it was like, go away! Leave me alone! But then I couldn't like... I was playing with Alicia Wins, and we couldn't like talk about our draft or anything, because if Alicia was like, I'm gonna play Raynor, they would immediately ban her pick Raynor. Just general stream sniping. And then we had one weird game where we didn't really communicate in the drafts, and then we ended up with a weird Cho'Gall comp that didn't really work out very well. But that's okay, because then when I was starting to feel like I was getting tilted, I switched to Arc and got to watch Apis be in a blanket, fight an Alpha Megalodon with a chainsaw, and win. So that was pretty cool. There were other things happening besides the chainsaw, but the chainsaw was really the highlight. And then I tamed the worst horse in the history of horses. Not its stats. Its stats were fine. Its attitude, though, was terrible. So we were fighting this Alpha Meg, and we had been kiting it around. And, like, I was on my beaver, and I would kite it, like, up to the surface. And then we would attack it. Like, Abigail had her gunboat with a bunch of turrets on the side, and Apis had a gun, and they were shooting at it, and we'd get it to come up.
Is getting ganked again.
But then Apis's gun broke, and the gunboat ran out of bullets. So we got him to come to the surface, and he got stuck on a rock. And Apis pulls out a fucking chainsaw and is just going to town on this Alpha Meg with a chainsaw. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I was stabbing it with a pike, and then I bit it with my beaver, which is great. How many beavers have gotten to bite an Alpha Meg? Not many, but he was stuck, so it was fine. Now, there was one specific dude who was being a rude dude, root beer guy. I remember you from last night. You were fine. There was just one dude I had to block. It wasn't like a whole group of people. It was just one rude guy. Which, I mean, happens in life, right? I bit it with my beaver. Yeah! My beaver, whose name is Harley, got in there and... I tried, Jimmy. I gave you everything. This wasn't a like, yeah, let's fight dragon. This was a, oh god, we're all dead dragon. What's his name is Danny Diablo? I thought his name was Danny DeVito. No, I'm trying so hard.
Worthy of neither mercy nor interest.
You have achieved greatness.
I don't believe it was during the games with you. No.
Resets. Nobody would die.
I think you were there for the Cho'Gall game, but that wasn't your guys' fault at all. That wasn't like in response to anything. Speaking of NGS, I don't know when our next, I don't know if it's NGS or Heroes Lounge now. Speaking of NGS, but also potentially speaking of Heroes Lounge, because I can never tell which is which when we play games. I think we're going to have another one next week,
Alarak was
Tuesday.
just like back here.
Yeah. There's a Lunar Wisp too, so I'm like spooked. Breakwood was talking in our group chat about scheduling our next one, so that's exciting. We did really well in this week's games. After we've switched around our team quite a bit. Basically, everybody's playing a different role except me, actually. Hello, it is me, the healer. Try to push them off a little if we can.
I have no mana.
We're doing okay here on ours, pushing them off. Oh, Murden almost died. That's okay, though.
I'm gonna get this top soak.
We switched to our tank player. All of our DPS have flippy-floppied around, but it's worked out really well. And we won our games this week. And hopefully we do well next week. Breakwood is really nice and really good and schedules all of our games, so I just show up when they say our games are. I never know if it's Heroes Lounge or NGS or could be anything, could be a boat. I've got him. He is fine. He is never the Codfather. What a great name, by the way. He is fine. I used a Q. I used my ult. I used Life Unbound. I was like, you are not dying today, Codfather. I refuse. Talks about the team very candidly. I think it really helped us to switch him onto the tank role. I hope he's not sad about switching to tank, but his shot calling has been so very helpful. I think we mentioned at one point that like even if whatever we do isn't the like textbook correct action to take, just being like more team oriented and doing the same thing has been so helpful. But see, I don't feel like he's responsible for everything going wrong, because I feel like so much more is going right. Because a lot of the times before, we would just do our own thing. We played like we were a Storm League team where we didn't have any coordination and we weren't all trying to do the same stuff. You know what I mean? And even if it's the wrong stuff, doing stuff together just feels so much better and we win so much more. So like
Johanna has no mana. I don't think we want to fight over this.
I'm really grateful for his shot calling. I think he's doing a tremendous job. I know it's like a pain in the ass and thankless job, but yeah, just the level of us playing together, which sounds weird because obviously we're playing together, but we weren't really playing together. Just because we were on the same team doesn't mean we're playing together. Has greatly improved. Our drafts feel a lot more flexible too. Like this week, we had, you know, Coffee played Kalthuzad one game. We had Coffee like on Imperius another game, I think. Like we are more flexible in what roles the offlaner and the 2 DPS want to play, which lets us make, I think, better or more interesting team comps. We're a little less rigid. What rank am I right now? Platinum 5. It's terrible. Don't talk about it.
None can withstand me. Certainly no aid.
Avert your eyes. Don't look into the darkness.
As the shadows shift.
Still salty. I'm
Damn, that was
a little
fast.
salty about my rank. Yeah, it's really bad right now. I've had a rough season, but I like to hope that someday it will improve. I don't know though. Maybe it won't. What NGS? We're already in. I just don't know what it is because I'm not smart. Do you know what division in NGS we're in?
I have no idea.
Woo woo.
I thought Breakwood had said Division 2.
I don't know. I'll check after this. I remember when it was a bronze stream, and I remember it being a diamond stream, and I'd like to get back to one of those. That's Heroes Lounge is Division 2? Okay, I don't... Listen, man, I have a really small brain, okay? NGS are letters. Div 2 is Heroes Lounge. Okay, learning something new every day. I will go and look and see if that is a letter that we have. Maybe we don't have one. I don't know. I thought that we already did, but clearly there's a lot of things I don't know. I'm also particularly bad at long divisions, so just throwing that out there. Math is hard. Is there a wood division? Division W? Division wood league? Because it's probably that.
Perhaps the correct talent this time.
That was an okay team fight there. What division are you? Balsa wood. But balsa wood is like nice wood. Why do they use balsa wood? That's like saying your division mahogany. On the wood scale, balsa's not that bad. You want to say your division like particle board. Like really just bad. Is that S Nicky or Sneaky? Sneaky. Thank you for subscribing and using that Twitch Prime. Thank you for being here. You get a dinosaur. Balsa's super flimsy, but isn't it pretty? Maybe I'm thinking of a different wood, but I thought balsa wood was like nice to look at. As opposed to like particle board, which is both flimsy and ugly.
On your guard, heroes. The unending war moves toward you.
Balsa is not nice to look at. Okay, now I have to Google balsa wood in a second.
Fall back.
Balsa's like foam wood. Oh my gosh.
I am in agreement.
Because like when I think of wood I don't want to look at, it's like it's particle board. It's ugly, it's flimsy, give you splinters. Terrible particle board. Doesn't even qualify as wood, I'm not sure.
I tire of this.
Gotta fight. They outrace us. I'll have a dragon 10, which is not ideal. I had to wait for dragon cooldown. I wasn't holding it for any specific reason.
You call that a triple kill? You have the
I wasn't holding it on purpose to like punish anyone. I was just waiting on the cooldown, but it did work out really well that they were all in that hallway and I was able to spit on everybody. That felt really nice. Have you ever picked up like a piece of particle board and just immediately got 700 splinters? Because I have. You're like, oh, look at this particle board. Ah, my hand.
cries of agony will echo throughout the heavens.
Yeah, Slice popping off, getting those kills. Yeah. Doing that damage too, Big Pog. NGS hasn't assigned the divisions yet. Okay, so maybe we don't have one. Maybe it's all just been Heroes Lounge and I can't tell them apart. This is a possibility, for sure. Ow, why have you done this to me? I need Jimmy, I got you! Ah! You're fine. Ugh, you're not fine. Wait, Artanis? Nope, not fine. Run, flee. I'm gonna take him this way. If I die, but you must live.
Shit.
And you lost another killing spree, I see.
Okay, well, 4 damage though. I don't know if they can end. Maybe
Must
they might
recover
just
my
end.
strength.
The lane's pushed pretty far. It'd take them a while.
Ow. And
I'm just gonna hang out over here.
Yeah, I mean, even poking is kind of dangerous with Alarak.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna ask Breakwood because
I'll
she is
stand back
smart.
here. Well, it might actually end. They didn't need the wave at all, I guess.
Okay. We are so close to being up, but they might just end. Keep balling them. Give them the balls, girl. Big balls. Hell yeah. Oh, we gotta go end right now. We gotta go. Everybody go. Wee, wee, wee.
Without reservation. We should have sailed their core.
Everybody go, 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 go. I wonder where Alarak was for all of it. What do you think Alarak's doing for all that? Oh, there he is.
He's going.
Just ignore him. Artanis, don't do it. Artanis, nobody has time for that.
That was a really bad time for that wave to spawn.
Whoa! The throw, and then the counter throw. Great job.
I would not get used to that if I were you.
Do you think they would have ended if Alarak was with them? All right, Liam, I hope you're having a good time in Raid. I have so much energy to chew through because today was like the 500 energy